Hello, everyone. Hello. We are live tracking this atmospheric river. We've got several flood warnings in effect already, with more likely to come moving into this evening and night. We've got a flood warning for the Hood River. We've got flood warnings in Clackamas near Portland. We've got flood warnings all the way down the Willamette Valley. And river levels are already beginning to rise here. Rain has accumulated, according to my weather station, up to an inch already, and this is only the beginning. All right, cool. Just checking the stream out. All right, cool. Everything already works. Okay, so yeah, we have got a bunch of alerts. We've got flood watches, wind advisories, high wind warnings, all in effect for the coast. Yeah, so let's go over some of these flood warnings here. We'll go over the ones that are currently affecting the major populated areas first. Give me a second. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so let's go over the ones that are affecting the major populated areas first. This one includes parts of Clackamas here, Oregon, or Clackamas, kind of near Portland. This one's in effect till tomorrow. Yes, you can see the river, Clackamas River, Acadia affecting Clackamas County. So yeah, all of these are in Clackamas County here. All of the rivers there. So minor river flooding is forecast for the Sandy River near Bull Run. And looks like above 19.3 feet are expected here. So that's above flood stage. We have another one for the Johnson Creek here. This one went in effect last time for the last atmospheric river we had. And I do believe it flooded as well. You can see moderate flooding is forecast for this one near Johnson Creek here. And this is very close to Portland, so we definitely need to monitor that. We've got another flood warning in effect for Hood River. This actually encompasses most of that town. And it seems moderate flooding is forecast for this one as well. So, a lot of these have moderate flooding possibilities, which we really need to do, or which we really need to watch for. We also have flood warnings for the Pudding rivers and all of that. Those are very known for flooding, and we have a flood warning right next to McMinnville as well. This one's for minor flooding. So yeah, we will be watching that. Get that out of here. All right. We have some flood warnings for the coast. Let's see here. Yeah, so moderate flood is forecast. Got some flood warnings for Tillamook here as well. You can see, yeah, minor flooding there for the Tillamook rivers. Yeah, so just a lot of flood warnings going into effect here, and this is only the beginning of the storm. This thing just got here this morning, and I do expect there to be way more flood warnings as we move on throughout tonight and into tomorrow. So we really do need to be watching this, especially for any town areas here. Minor flooding on that flood warning. Yeah, so just a pretty serious event going on here. I do want to see if I can't get that site up. Okay, there's a site that has river flood data here. Let's see. I know I have it bookmarked. So give me a second. Let me try and find that. There you go. Yes, water.noaa.gov. This gives out all the information that you need. All right, okay, click off that. All right, shows tab. Okay. So, all right. So this basically tells you all of the flood stages here for all of the different rivers and viewpoints. So this is the flood warning near Bull Run. Let's see. Yeah. So here's the graph for that. If it wants to load. Oh yeah, there you go. It's going to be a little bit laggy, so bear with me as it loads here. Yeah, you can see there it is. There's a forecast. It's expected to get up to 20 feet, it looks like. Come on. Yeah, I'm trying to scroll up. This thing's being difficult with me. Perfect. Okay, well, you know what? All right. There we go. Okay, there. Let's see if it loads again. Yeah, let's see. Let's just go to full gauge here. Yeah, so bear with me. We're gonna look at some graphs of the rivers. Yeah, okay. All right, for now, I'm just gonna have this focus on the radar so I can get everything loaded. There's nothing. Yeah, all right. So we're seeing some data issues here. All right. Yeah, okay, so this isn't working. Well, that's a problem. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's laggy. All right, there we go. I think I got it going. All right. So this is the Clackamas River near Acadia. This is another one that's under a flood warning. It's expected to reach major flood stage by 4 a.m. tonight, tomorrow morning, whatever, however you want to say it. So it's going to begin to rise here around 4 p.m. And it's going to jump all the way up there to flood stage, major flood stage, 25 feet plus there. And then you got the Bull Run River. This is another one that's under a flood warning. But yeah, no, it hasn't worked. Might work this time around after it loads here. Yeah, so this is the forecast for the Sandy River. This one's expected to reach right in between minor and major flood stage here, around 20.50 feet there. So yeah, flood warning is in effect for this river, as it is expected to breach that flood stage and possibly overflow. We got another. This is the other flood warning over here for the Johnson Creek River. You can see this one is expected to reach moderate flood stage, 13.62 feet, which is going to be a little bit lower than the other ones, but it's still definitely going to cause some issues here. for areas along Johnson Creek. So anyone who is traveling in this area or working in this area, definitely be ready for possible flooding or river overflow. You can see it has kind of already started to rise there, or at least it's on that trend. So yeah, definitely make sure to watch out for that. Yeah, all right. But yeah, so we got multiple areas already kind of getting into moderate, or forecast to get into moderate to possibly major flood stage for most of the Pacific Northwest here under this flood warning, or under these flood warnings here. Let's see here. This is the Pudding River that we just talked about. These rivers are known for their flooding and how they can like slowly how once they flood they can kind of take a lot of time to decrease their stage here, and you can see that here with the forecast. It is expected to get up to 25.98 feet. That is moderate flood stage, but it is not expected to get out of the flood stage for several days here. You can see all the way down to Christmas. That is when it's expected to at least get out of fully get out of flood stage there for the Pudding River. But yeah, so we'll definitely have to be monitoring that as well. Yeah, let's check these two ones near Tillamook. This one seems to be forecast to get up to major flood stage. Moderate flood stage. That's near major flood stage there. You can see it has kind of started to rise here, but not too much to the point where people need to start worrying. You see it's expected to get up there to, the forecast is expecting it to get up to 18.75 feet, which is near major flood stage, but I mean, it's only just started to rise. So yeah, we'll definitely have to watch that river as well. There's another one that's forecast to get up to major flood stage, moderate flood stage, sorry. You can see here 20.96 feet. And this one has started to rise as well. Yeah, so this one's up to currently this river. Let's see here. Oh, getting some lag. All right. So this one currently, as of 12:15, up to 11.80 or 83 feet of that's where that river is situated. And then the river for Mount Hood is also expected to get up to moderate flood stage here. Hood River. Yeah, so the river river near Hood River is expected to get up to moderate flood stage as well. That's near major flood stage too. And this is near this is in a town actually. So this one's actually quite worrying if this does come to fruition. Yeah. As you can see, it hasn't really climbed that much. It definitely could, but I don't know if it's necessarily gonna reach major flood stage at all. But yeah, see here. Click back on Johnson and see how it's doing. Johnson Creek. Yeah, this river has started to rise here. Yeah, I mean Johnson definitely could attempt to get up to major flood stage here throughout tonight. I definitely think the major impacts with this whole event is going to be throughout tonight, and this evening is when we're going to see like the major stuff start to appear and whatnot. Um, but yeah, we got other areas that are forecasted to go to moderate flood stage. Um, that's not that. Okay, let me. Oh, okay, let's check out this flood warning down here near Monmouth here. This is for. Let's see. This is for the Lucky Mute River. Expected to get up to moderate flood stages here, 30 feet. Wow, that is a lot, and it has started to rise. This river has started to rise, so this one actually could. This one definitely could have a chance of getting up to moderate, maybe even major. So, if you are in Monmouth, I definitely would want to watch this very closely. This river does look like it is trying to, you know, reach flood stage there, or a major flood stage there. You can see this is the warning. So yeah, if you're in Monmouth, definitely pay attention to that river. We got another flood warning. This is near Newport. This is all along the coast here for the. Hold on. Back, sorry. So yeah, like I was saying, this flood warning is this river is expected to reach moderate flood stage as well. So the good thing is there's not many rivers yet that are expected to peak at major flood stage. There's only one so far that's expected to. There's obviously rivers that are close to reaching major flood stage, or close to having the potential to reach major flood stage. But obviously, right now we're not seeing that so far. We are only seeing one river that is expected to reach major flood stage here, and that is the once again Clackamas River. You can see major flood stages forecast. But yeah, I don't know if that will occur here. We'll have to watch that carefully. But yeah, that is what we got going on right now. No other real areas to talk about for flooding forecast. So let's move back over to the radar here. It looks like a new flood warning got issued near Corvallis, or right outside Corvallis. Yeah, so this is expected to reach minor flood stage. Yeah, so near Oregon State University. There's a new flood warning there, so if you're in Corvallis, definitely watch out for that. Yeah, so yeah, and again, this is expected to go. This whole event is expected to continue out throughout the overnight hours as well, just nonstop, steady rainfall for most of us here in Oregon. So yeah, expect there to be way more flood warnings being issued here throughout the night for different rivers throughout the state. And I do expect some of these to possibly get up to major flood status. The rain has already accumulated up to an inch, so very quickly accumulating rain. And yes, it's not expected to really stop either. Matter of fact, on radar, you can see the total rain accumulation so far. Yeah, radar may be inaccurate, but so for the coastal ranges, so already near 5 inches being detected by radar here. Yeah, 5 inches, spot of 7. Dang. For Portland, near 2 inches according to radar. So this is not official data. This is radar imagery. Mount Hood is accumulated up to 5 inches, 6 inches there. Mount Hood actually is getting snow, I believe, right now. So yeah, definitely not your garden variety atmospheric river. Never heard of any atmospheric river that brings snow with it up to the mountains. So, definitely an interesting event here. Yeah, we will be watching. Let's see here. Check back up onto the flood thing. River statuses, seeing if any. Okay, looks like that was rain. Yeah. So if there is any new, flood warnings, then yeah, they will be warned, or they will be. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, so yeah, this is the new flood warning near Corvallis. At least I think it's new. I don't exactly know when it was issued. So this is the flood warning near Corvallis, which has began to rise up here near, which has begun to rise. Probably going to get up to action status later this evening. And it is expected to get up to minor flood stage before dropping. So yeah, definitely, if you're in Corvallis, definitely once again watch that river. We have another river right here that may reach minor flood stage. Yeah, this is the Santiam River that possibly could reach minor flood stage here, 11 feet. So that could possibly get a flood warning going. Yeah. All right, there we go, loaded. Okay, we got another one directly right next to another flood warning. So this one actually could get close to moderate flood stage. Yeah, you can see it hasn't really began to rise though, so that's a good sign. But it's forecast, according to this, it's forecast to get up to minor flood stage, or at least deep into minor flood stage. So yeah, we will definitely need to be watching that. There's another unwarned river that could possibly get up to minor flood stage or is forecasted to. This one is going to be the Tualatin River. Yeah, you can see they're possibly up to 1755 there. So, just right at minor flood stage there. So probably won't get warned, but if you're around Tualatin and you see flooding, make sure to report that. Yeah, but you do definitely want to. We definitely want to watch this Clackamas River for extreme or major flooding possible here. It's only just begun to rise, so yeah. Yeah, it's definitely it's gonna be right on the border of major flood status. Yeah, so yeah, definitely make sure to watch out if you are near the Clackamas River. That one is getting nasty. We also have another, I think this is for the same river here, but of another monitor that is forecasting major or moderate flood stage here. Yeah, so this is basically Clackamas River still. You can see expected to reach 4416. So yeah, again, that's moderate flood stage. Yeah, so none of the dots really are showing any of the rivers getting nasty yet. They're all green dots here, but forecast to get higher than green. This the Tualatin River is up to action stage though. Actually, speaking of what we were just talking about, the Tualatin River has gone into action stage. Once again, possibly could get up to, or at least just breach minor flood status or action status and flood status. Yeah, we're getting a little lag spike here, so bear with me. There we go. Looks like it's working itself out here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, once again, 1755. And this has started to rise as well. This is rising concurrently. Last update was at 1245, and it is 106. So just 20 minutes ago was the last update. So yeah, a lot of these rivers we do need to watch for any dots, like dots on the, especially the red area, the red rectangles. We need to watch for dots turning yellow or anything like that, because that does signal that rivers are beginning to rise towards their forecast point. So yeah. Let's see here. Check in radar. Yeah, okay, so moving back over to radar. Obviously, we'll keep that tab open, keep monitoring it. But yeah, moving back over to radar, you can see the most heaviest precipitation is really over the Cascades. And I do want to check the snowfall precipitation type on radar and see what we got going here. Yeah, not really any snow right now falling. You can see a lot of rain slash up here in Washington, but from the most part, except for like maybe Mount Hood, it's rain slash or just straight rain. So yeah, is this a new flood warning that just got issued? Oh no, this is for McMinnville. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so a lot going on, and like I said before, we do have a wind advisory in effect for most of the Willamette Valley here. I do just want to click on this, see what they're expecting. They're expecting sustained winds up to 15, 20 miles an hour, with gusts all the way going for 45 miles an hour there. And we haven't really seen that yet, so we'll see. Once again, most of this is expected to begin later tonight rather than concurrently. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, so not much to really talk about right this second. Continuing to watch here for any new updates. But yeah, as of right now, things are slow to come out, which I'm not too surprised about because, you know, things just got going. Let me see something really quick here. Okay, so these will flash. All right. So if any new warnings issued, we will see that here pop up on radar. Yeah. Overall, though, nothing really happening. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get water. I will be right back. Yeah, we will continue coverage here. Alrighty, we're back. Let's see here. Let's look around really quickly, just see the situation we got. So is that new? No, I don't believe so. No, yeah, it's not new. Yeah, so luckily we're still seeing most of the dots green right now, which signals no one is in any flood stage. Of course, we still got the exception of Tualatin, which is concurrently in flood stage, or action stage at least. Yeah, so that is over here. where radar detected about 5 inches of rain. So, definitely not surprised for that. Alrighty. Okay, got some water. And, yep, ready to continue here. Go ahead and shout the stream out so people know we're live. Alrighty. But yeah, right now it is a waiting game to see what happens. And if nothing really happens at the 1 hour mark, we'll probably call it. Obviously, we'll keep bringing updates via community posts or anything else or something else. But yeah, we may make a video, we may not. Obviously, if we do make a video, it'll be tomorrow. But yeah, Christmas forecast will be created as well. I will be doing a Christmas weather outlook, see how everyone's Christmas will be impacted around Oregon. And as of right now, it's looking pretty soggy. We are not really surprised there with that because we are very used to soggy Portland. Let's just go ahead and check. I do just want to double check the Willamette River because this one is also a really major river here in Portland. Yeah, it's not really expected to. I mean, it's gonna get kind of close to floods to action stage. But yeah, I don't really believe that it's going to get too high. It's going to go up to 1423 according to this forecast. So yeah. Also, have to watch out for any new rectangles that go red here, or red, or especially purple. We would want to watch out for because once again, that means major flood stage is expected. But yeah, so far none of these rivers have really risen too much to the point where we need to be concerned. You can see the Clackamas River, which is forecast to reach major flood stage, has not really risen that much over the past couple minutes. Yeah, I'm getting a little lag spike. Perfect. Oh, okay, we're back. Yeah. Nope. We're not. Are we? Okay, I think we're getting an update. Actually, that's what's happening. check yet. Okay, looks like we are. Yes, we are. There we go. So this is the latest. Okay, so as of... Okay, so this hasn't updated since 10:45. So it could actually be a little bit more than what it is currently. Yeah, that's not good. These guys got to keep their probes updating. This one updated at 12:45 p.m. So the next update should be releasing soon. This one, it has started to rise here. Concurrently, it is up to 12:31 and is expected to reach moderate, or at least the tippy top of moderate flood stage. So yeah, we'll watch that, see if that goes down. But yeah, concurrently, once again, the only river that is really in flood stage or action stage, not even flood stage yet, is Tualatin River. And I do not like lag. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, Tualatin is the only one that is in action stage. We will need to be monitoring to see if any other rivers go yellow or anything like that. Once again, that does mean that river has begun to rise to significant levels. Let's just check up on the Johnson Creek here. This was updated 12:30, and this one has started to rise since we last checked. Look at that. So 12:30, it is up to 6 feet. Waiting for the update here. Oh, okay, wait. So none of these really have updated that much, and we're getting a lag spike, so bear with us. Back. Yeah, we are. Okay, so yeah, the latest one. Once we're getting. Oh no, we're back. Okay. So the latest. Yeah, so 12:30. This was the latest observed flood levels. It was up to 682. Yeah, okay, give me a second. Let me plug my computer back in. Yeah, so pretty much if nothing picks up or anything like that, then we will call it and just release community post updates once they become available. But yeah, so far we are continuing coverage of the atmospheric river currently impacting our area. Yeah, so once again, nothing really happening in much of our state. No yellow balls yet in any of the areas. As you can see on the radar, no new flood warnings either. Yeah, so I don't think there's going to be really a part 2 stream at all. Just because there is, or as of now, just because I don't think there is really much of a reason to. Of course, if we do get a trigger to go live tomorrow, like per se a major flood event goes down overnight and all that, then we will be back with an emergency stream covering it tomorrow morning. But obviously right now none of these rivers have yet to even breach action status. So, yeah. But yeah, we will be watching out for that throughout the next 30, 20 minutes, seeing if any new warnings get issued. Check up on that rainfall real quick. Let's see. Okay, this was last updated 104, so it's a little outdated. Yeah, all right. Too outdated to really talk about. There. I do think that they probably should issue a flood warning for Tualatin, because it has already reached action status. You can see. Okay. You can see over here. Yeah, the Tualatin River definitely probably should be warned. Yeah. Gotta reload this and see if it updates or anything like that when I reload it. Yeah, no, nothing really updated. All right. Yeah, okay, so nothing really updated. So yeah, Tualatin, definitely expect that to go under a flood warning. Probably pretty soon, actually. At least I'd expect it to. Yeah, it looks like no other rivers are really updating their stage forecast either. Good sign, though, as that means rain hasn't accumulated to anything too significant so far. Obviously, though, it is fastly accumulating up to 1.25 on my home weather station so far, so that's definitely not a good sign there. But yeah, most of these flood warnings will expire tomorrow, as far as I know, or in 2 days. But yeah, so yeah, expect the Christmas forecast video to be released this weekend, actually, probably. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, but it's kind of expected to just rain is kind of expected to just continue on here non-stop through tonight, and yeah, obviously that could cause some problems because yeah, it's just going to be non-stop over these rivers that have already began to rise. But yeah, so yeah, pretty laid back stream. Definitely a little bit more inactive than I thought it was going to be, but you know, that's sometimes the way it goes. Glad things are not too active and flood wise, because you know that is never good. Yeah, but urban flooding definitely a very big possibility, especially in Salem, Portland, Vancouver, Eugene, Corvallis. Definitely make sure y'all are ready to evacuate your home in a moment's notice, because obviously, you know, river pool or road pooling can really just get out of hand pretty quick. I've seen it happen. So yeah. But yeah, let's take a look at the models and just see what to expect for the next, you know, several hours here. So this is the HRRR. Of course, this is short range. Let's pause this here. So you can see really over next couple hours into the evening, that's when the heaviest of rain is expected to come in. You can see right now where we're at, 1 p.m. Yeah, it's kind of just started, and then it's going to really get going into the evening and overnight hours with just nonstop rain, and then it should begin to clear out tomorrow and become a little bit more of a scattered shower threat. But, you know, overnight, the main threat will obviously be that, you know, just heavy precipitation coming in here. You can see that right there on the HRRR. You know, near an inch here in some spots, an hour. That is insane. Places that accumulate up an inch an hour, that is some flooding conditions right there. You know, wind gusts are also a possibility as we head into this evening. Yeah, so this is the wind gusts expected this evening here. This is just within the next hour or two. You can see about 30, 40 mile an hour winds here for the coast, though. You really want to watch the coast here. You know, this high wind warning. If you're in that high wind warning, expect gusts possibly up to 70 miles an hour. That's going to cause some power outages. Cascades, you can see, getting up into the 80s for wind gusts. You know, so just very high winds expected with this system before they all kind of back off tomorrow morning and tomorrow as this front pushes through. But yeah, let's check just what can we expect through the next couple days here in terms of precipitation. See, this is right now. Yeah, so we're just kind of waiting for this to load. All right, there we go. Yeah, so okay. I don't know why it's short range. That's weird. Okay, we're kind of just loading in the GFS model here just to see what we can expect through the next couple days and leading into a winter break and stuff like that for all the people. I don't know why the heck it just teleported to January. Yeah, these guys, this GFS is kind of glitching. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much, I guess, it for models. But yeah, pretty much what I got from that is pretty much it's just going to be nonstop rain. Not really expecting anything else. But yeah, so yeah, I'll definitely keep everyone updated on community notes or community posts. If there is a new or if there is any incident that it gets going here. Oh, new warning just got issued. Flood advisory. New warning. Flood advisory now in effect. This is going into effect for portions of, let's hear, Tillamook. Finally got stuff happening. Tillamook, Rockaway Beach is in this. Tillamook State Forest is in this. So flood advisory now in effect. Yeah, so small stream flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected for portions of northeast Oregon, including the following counties: Cladstop and Tillamook and Washington. Yeah, minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas, water over roadways, some low water crossings may become impassable. River or stream flooding flows are elevated. So yeah, this is a flood advisory. This will expire in 6 hours. And this is for the coastal areas. Could it be expanded? That is what I'm wondering. So yeah, again, new warning just got issued for Tillamook National Forest. You can see it is with this giant band of really heavy rainfall that we've taken a look at on radar. You can see just near a foot of rain has already fallen here. So yeah, just very, very bad conditions for that area. So if you are in Tillamook, definitely watch out for that. All right. So a little updates on our flood map here. It looks like a dot has turned yellow. That's near Beaver Creek and Troutdale. So yeah, this creek. I think this is a creek. Yeah, this creek has gotten up to action stage. Up to looks like action. Yeah, so action stage. That's going to be above 9 feet here. This is in Gresham, so if you are in Gresham, please make sure to watch out for flooding. You are actually right next to a flood warning as well, so this is a not a good situation, and it looks like it is just going to keep rising here. Yeah, so yeah, we have a yellow dot there. That is not good. So yeah, we got areas already getting into flood status or flood action status. Yeah, we did expect things to start picking up in the evening. It is 1:40 right now. Yeah, I'm just checking on areas that are in the flood advisory. Luckily, no areas concurrently there, but but now we have 2 yellow dots. That is not good. That is not a good sign. Yeah, so we'll be watching out here to see if any of the rivers begin to get up to yellow dot status. We will be live for a little bit more than an hour now. I think it is warranted. But yeah, so just nonstop rain continuing here. We got a flood advisory now in effect. Once again. And that could definitely expand here over the next couple hours. This is taking a look at a creek probe or river probe, I guess you could say, in Tillamook. It has started to rise as well. Not near action status, luckily, but still a rising river. Yeah, so none of the forecasted moderate flood stage areas have really gotten any dots yet. We've only been seeing one so far. It's just Beaver Creek. That's gone up there. Let's check up on the Johnson Creek or Johnson River. Yeah, Johnson Creek. It's fine. And this has continued to rise. This is continuing to rise here. So not yet at flood stage or action status, but it's definitely getting there. Yeah, so definitely have to watch that. When was this last updated? 12:45. So we got a new update for the Clackamas River, I believe. Yes, we did. And it has begun to rise as well. So that is actually nearly up to flood status as well. Yeah, so that's not good. Or action status, at least. Let's check the Hood River. River probe here. Yeah, so this was. Yeah, so this hasn't really rised that much. It did plummet here from 7 feet down to 6 to 5 feet, but it's rising back up, it looks like. I would definitely, probably gonna get up to action status, or at least close to action status, later tonight. Yeah, so. Yeah, I think we just got an update here for probes and forecasts and stuff. So stuff reload. I think the Nelham River just got a new forecast. I mean, let's see this really quick. If it was already at forecast to get up to action stage, I did not notice. And the page is unresponsive. Perfect. That's what we want. It lagged so much it crashed itself. Okay, it's back. It looks like. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Looks like I need to do a page reload. Yeah, okay. Oh. It's trying. Alright, so yeah, give me a minute. We are gonna get the map updated. There we go. Okay. Yeah, alright. So okay, so now everything is looking updated here. That's good. Alright, so yeah, updated warnings. You got that flood advisory that went into effect. Let me see if there's a different site I can go on here that might be a little bit less laggy. Water.noaa.gov gauges. All right. Okay, PQR. Yeah, okay, so this one might be a little bit more accurate. Yeah, so this is PQR here. IFO PQR. Okay, I'm just gonna turn stuff on here. So give me a second. I'm getting a little bit of a more accurate. Yeah, okay, I'm getting a little bit more of an accurate map here that may update a little bit more than the Little Rock one. So here's the official Water Prediction Center map. So okay, so the orange is PQR. Yeah, okay, so what I was doing before is I was going to take a look at the Nelham River. So let's go and do that. If this loads, hopefully it just doesn't crash itself again. okay, so we're waiting for that to land. It crashed itself. Okay, perfect. That is exactly what we need. Not. All right, things back up. I mean, it's loading, and okay. All right, it did it again. Let's see, focus this on that, and see if we can't get this worked out. And I just stopped screen sharing. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. No, we're getting things figured out here. Yeah. Things are having a seizure. It's okay. We are going to be continuing coverage. All right, so I'm going to try and all right, everything's loading. Limit to boundary, perfect. So this isn't PQR's area. Okay, will this lag? Let's see, maybe if we turn the labels off, map labels off, or do this, it'll be less laggy. Just trying to see if things. If I can't disable some. Okay. I got rid of the dots. See if I can disable some of the lag. Or the stuff that's causing lag. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So yeah, y'all are looking at radar right now. I am just trying to get everything loaded in here. And I do wish these guys or this or WeatherWise added or just rain gauges in the app. That would be a lot more easier to process. All right, so we're back here. I hope things do not crash again, but this is yeah. So let's try this again. See if this loads. It's gonna crash again. Yep, page unresponsive. I don't really know what it's doing. I don't know why it can't load this in. Yeah, hold on. It's just my computer that's overheating. See what happens. Yes, it worked. Thank God. Oh, it took forever. And it did it again. Okay. All right, so just bear with me. We're figuring this out right now. Seeing if we can't get things up and running again. There we go. Possibly. Yes, there we go. Okay, things are working again. So this is the Nelhem River near Vornornia. This river is now expected to get up towards action status, possibly even up there towards minor flood stage. There's 1172. This is I think a new river that just got put under action status forecast. But yeah, as we were talking about before, we have our first yellow dot near in Gresham that is possibly reaching action status, which means we already have creeks getting going here, and all of that stuff. So yeah, I will be right back with you guys here in a minute. Take a look at radar. Yeah, I'll be back with you guys in a minute. I'm gonna be yeah. Alrighty, we're back. Okay. So yeah, let's go back to our map here. See if we have any updates. Let's see. Check out the this river. Get an update on this river. Yeah. So this is still the Nehelham River. Oh, it's near Foss, but this one's near Foss. Huh. Might have just crashed again. Oh, no, we're back. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this river is actually really close to action status right here as of 1:15 p.m. Yeah, this river is very close to action status. This is it. This is in a flood warning, so yeah, really need to watch out for that. Let's see here. check Clackamas, see if this is updated at all. Yeah, so the last update was at 12:45. Once again, it has started to rise. It's just not up near action status quite yet. So yeah, really need to keep watching that. Yeah, so far no other yellow dots pop. Oh, new yellow dot. New area ingression near action status. Or in action status. We got the Johnson Creek beginning to go up there. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, kind of thought things in the evening would begin to pick up, and yes, they have. Look at that. Action status for parts of Johnson Creek already. And this is actually deep into action status. This is 795 feet. And this is actually close to minor flood stage. So yeah, got some new stuff going. It's not good. So yeah, we'll keep watching that. See, I need to click on the flood warning. See if there's any new warnings on radar. Yeah, there's not yet. I wouldn't really be surprised if a flood advisory gets issued more inland either. Excuse me. But yeah, just as of how things are going. Luckily, there is not really many other yellow dots on this map. I do expect there to be more starting to pop up pretty shortly here as we are nearing the evening. And, rain is just not stopped and isn't going to. There is a slight risk. I forgot to tell y'all when I started this stream, there is a slight risk of excessive rainfall for most of the area. So, once again, just another example of why we need to worry here. Yeah, so if you're near some of these rivers that have yellow dots on them, or are in a flood warning, or are near a river that is expected to near flood stage, I'd suggest evacuating. It's not really that worth it to stay where you're at. But yeah, so and no new flood alerts yet. Once again, I would not be surprised if a new flood advisory gets issued here. Oops. All right. So yeah, like I said, we got two new yellow dots on the map. And then we got the Tualatin River, which has begun to get into action stage as well. Yeah, all right, getting some lag. Ignore that. But yeah, just a lot going on right now. My weather station now has 135 inches of rain. Being detected here. Yeah, but we really do want to watch the Clackamas gauge carefully here, because as of last update, it was near action status. Let's go ahead and check up on some of these coastal areas or coastal probes. This is the Siletz River. You're crashing? Oh. No, there we go. Yes, the last update was at 12, it looks like, before this thing has crashed. Oh, we're back. All right, so yeah, the last update was 12:30, quote unquote. Probably was a little bit earlier or later, or there's probably a small. I don't know. But yeah, it's expected to reach near major status. It hasn't really risen that much, so that's good. Yeah, no new yellow dot yet. And we need to watch out for. Yeah, no new yellow dots yet. Not much flood alerts either. Yeah, so these types of streams can be big weights. So I do apologize for a little bit of inactivity here. But this is just an overall serious event, and it needs to be covered one way or another. And this is really the only way, other than actually chasing it, which is kind of unachievable concurrently. For me, at least. It seems like there may have been... No, never mind. Okay, I thought there was a new flood warning that got issued, but there wasn't. Just double check the Sandy River. See how it's doing. It's risen a little bit. It's not really on the rise right now. You can see it's probably going to take a slow rise here. It's not even near action status yet, so wouldn't be too worried about the Sandy, the river near Sandy. But yeah, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, we got a new radar scan for rainfall. Yeah, we have. All right, let's push back over the radar for now and see the current rainfall. So in that flood advisory, you can see it has kind of accumulated up there. Some areas there showing about 7 inches. So yeah, near a foot. There's a lot of radar glitches there though, so a lot of that could be inaccurate, but still signals a lot of rain has fallen in that area. But yeah, let's go back over here to the gauge map. See if there's any new updates. Yeah, there's no new dots that are yellow. That's good. No new flood stage updates either. Yeah, so we will be live for not too much longer. Now, obviously, this is a pretty dangerous situation, but obviously, it's very slow event. It's taken a very slow amount of time to unfold. It's not like severe weather coverage where it kind of happens instantly. This type of stuff happens over time. So, and we don't have infinite time to do stuff or to cover. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to stop it at some point, and it's gonna be mainly over tomorrow. So, this is gonna kind of be the only stream of this event here, and the rest will probably be updates via community post if needed, only if needed. But yeah, overall. Yeah, overall though, it's pretty quiet concurrently. You have a couple yellow dots once again. So, yeah. Luckily, there isn't that many other yellow dots. Yeah, let's check on some of these here. Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah, I don't believe there's that much else to talk about. Updates are going to be slow with this event, so not really that big of a surprise. Let's switch back over to the radar. But yeah, so that is probably going to call it for the time being. Like I said before, if needed, I will be doing an emergency stream tomorrow. But as of right now, for the rest of the night, updates will be made on community posts only if needed. Yeah, so if you did find this stream informative, make sure to subscribe, notifications on, so you don't miss any other stream that I do. And yeah, I will see y'all in the holiday forecast coming out this weekend. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and hopefully you have a good Friday. Hopefully you're not flooded. I'm Renee with Oregon Weather Watch. See ya.